Game developers have so many different ways to, evoke fear or build the tension. You can do jump scares, you can have unsettling locations or enemies or some creepy music. But the developer I have a pleasure to speak today uses something different, something so terrifying that it's scary even outside the games. It's time pressure. Please welcome Yite, the developer responsible for the upcoming game called The Time I Have Left. Hi, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thanks.
I watched the trailer of your game, I did my research. It looks amazing. I love the concept that the protagonist of your game has only 6 hours before she will die. Tell me, how do you use this theme to build the tension in your game?
Yeah, so when you see a timer in a game, the first thing that crosses your mind is, I have to rush through it, right? But in The Time I Have Left, the timer is very important to both the story and the mechanics. And the objective is not to rush aimlessly around before it runs out. We would have called the game something like No Time Left in the games, right? And the goal is to make the most of your time while it lasts. So we have two main timers in the game. One is the narrative one, which is a 6-hour one that spans the whole game, and a chapter-based one with shorter time limits that are contained within those 6 hours. Every chapter of the story has a shorter time limit that is part of those 6 hours. And once you locate a way to advance to the next chapter, you can decide whether to keep on exploring for more secrets in the current area or move on to the next. And when you advance a chapter, the time is always rebalanced to follow the main story. So every second that you haven't spent will be lost anyway. So it's up to you to decide how to spend it.
You found the balance between that tension I mentioned, but also you are giving some time for people to experience the story, to explore the game's world.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy when you see a timer to stress yourself a little bit too much. So our goal is to inject the right amount of time pressure at the right moments, but there's plenty of mechanics to manage it and strategize. For example, during combat and navigating the game's menus, time runs slower, 10 times slower. So this gives you a little bit of a breather to read story fragments, check your map and inventory, and decide what will be your next goal. In 6 hours, you will be dead. It is fated to be. Even so, is there anything you would like to do before the end? That is the starting point of The Time I Have Left, a narrative adventure, time-driven escape adventure with RPG elements that follows the story of Aline, a woman with only 6 hours of life remaining, as she searches out a way out of an underground city. So we will follow her escape, uncover the secrets of a desolate complex, and face grotesque visions of death in a turn-based combat system with an active twist. The game is already available to wishlist on Steam.